Hello, my name is Michaela Hibbler, and today we will be going over the vital signs of the horse. The first thing that you're going to do when looking at your horse to assess how they're feeling is check their overall look. You're going to look for bright-eyed, they're alert, they're not pacing in their stall, anything out of the normal. They're not pawing, rolling excessively, which is a sign of colic. And you're just going to look over if they have a dull coat, if it's shiny, anything abnormal. The first thing that you're going to check for vital signs is the color of their gums. So you'll gently let your horse know that you're there, and you want to slowly and gently lift up their lip and look at the color of their gums. You'll want to make sure that the gums are moist and pink, and he has very moist gums. You don't want gums that are brick red in color, which mean fever, blue, which can mean lack of oxygen, pale, which can mean shock, and yellow, which is problems with the liver. You can also check in their eye by gently pulling down their eyelid, and if it's a mare, you can check their vulva. After you've checked the gums for the color, you then can find the capillary refill. You gently press against the gums and then release, and the color should return back within 1 to 2 seconds. So the next thing that you'll want to check is their pulse. Their pulse should range between 32 and 44 beats per minute, lower being a resting horse and higher being a horse that has been active. First, you're going to start by finding the maxillary artery, which is right about in here. You'll want to look for a rope-like structure, and once you've found it, you will time 15 seconds and multiply your results by 4. So I got 8 within the 15 seconds, and that comes out to be 32 beats per minute. The other places that you can find the pulse is behind the knee and the radial artery. The radial artery, and also at the forelock. If you find a digital pulse, then that more than likely means that there is a problem in the hoof. The next thing that you'll be looking for is the heart rate. The heart rate is the same as the pulse, and it should be 32 to 44 beats per minute. You'll want to get right behind the front leg, about in here. Depending on the horse, will depend on where you find your heartbeat. And you'll want to listen for a lub-dub, and that is 1 heartbeat, not 2. And once you've found your heartbeat, you will then have a timer count for 15 seconds, and you will count the heartbeat and then multiply it by 4. So I got 8 beats per minute, so that comes out to 32. There shouldn't be no difference between the pulse rate and the heart rate. The next thing that you will check for is gut sounds. If your horse is colicking, this is very, very important for you to check. You'll want to listen for a nice gurgly sound here and there. Silence means that the horse is colicking. A rushing waterfall type sound means that the gut is hypermodal. And a pinging sound means that there is distension and gas in the gut. So you'll want to prepare your horse. You'll want to check in the 4 quadrants, so the top, the bottom, and the same for the other side. You'll want to prepare the horse that you're about to put your ear against their flank. If a horse is colicking, they might be super sensitive, and it would be safer to use a stethoscope. So you will gently place your ear, putting your arm over their back, and listen. And he has nice gurgling sounds in his upper left. Good boy. And has nice gurgling sounds on the bottom left as well. And you repeat that on the opposite side. So then the next thing is the temperature of the horse. You'll need a digital thermometer, and digitals tend to run low. You will then need petroleum jelly to lube up the thermometer so it does not go in and cause discomfort. You will place it directly on to the thermometer. And after you've placed it on the thermometer, you will want to prepare your horse that you are about to stick a thermometer in their rectum. You'll gently rub, scoot their tail over. You'll want to rub and prepare the horse, and then you'll want to insert it straight into the rectum. And once it is inserted, you will angle it upwards to make sure you're not taking the temperature of the poop. You will then turn the thermometer on, and wait for it to beep. The normal temperature of a horse is 99.5 to 101.5. And as you wait for it to beep, make sure you're constantly watching your horse to make sure they're not getting angry to kick you. Now that it is beeped, you will slowly pull it out, and you can use a horse's tail to wipe off the petroleum jelly, and then you'll want to sanitize the thermometer afterwards. At a temperature of 99.5, which is completely normal even with running low on a digital.